I'm really glad to be back with you guys. Today, I want to share about a mindset that I've really been focusing on that has helped me really process through things in life and view life in a different way. That mindset is seeing pain and challenges as medicine. Once I've started really applying this in my life, it's changed everything. You begin to realize that pain is really the portal to our expansion. Pain is the portal to us becoming the highest version of ourselves. And without that internal conflict that comes up from challenging situations in life, you just stay the same version. If there's no conflict, there's no reason to change. Everything's good. It's really that conflict that causes us, if we choose to go in and see what's going on the inside and really change. When I first experience a challenge or something painful, I'm not right away jumping into what does this mean for me? I'm just a regular human like y'all, and I'll feel it all. And sometimes it hits really hard, and sometimes I get down in the dumps and go on that roller coaster of emotions and question, why is this happening? But when I'm in a conscious space, when I'm ready to really process and reflect, what I found really helpful is to feel into the physical sensation. And just like medicine can be really bitter and not taste too great, but it's really there to help us heal and is a tool for us. So too are all these challenges and painful experiences. So I will feel into the physical part of the feeling. And I think a lot of people miss this part because they go into analyzing or understanding or trying to get rid of the feeling. But going into the feeling and allowing it to get really into all the parts of you, that is where the real medicine is. And it's kind of like a somatic way of doing things. It sometimes really is physical. I don't know if you've had this before. Sometimes when you're going through heartache or a sad experience, you'll feel it in your chest, literally like a physical feeling. So, really feeling into the stickiness and all the parts of the pain in the body. This allows you to really move through all of it and really allow it to flow through and maybe even dance it out. I love dancing, and lately it's been the best release for me when I feel all the feelings and allow it to come up, and then you just shake it all off, and it does wonders to change your state of being. I highly recommend trying that. But once you process the physical part of the pain and you feel into all the stickiness and that heartache, maybe it's like heavy and sharp pain in the chest, or maybe it's overwhelming or feeling pressure in your temples and forehead, and whatever the feeling or emotion is that's coming up for you, as you feel all of it and notice where it is in your body, all of that, that is the first step before even trying to understand or make meaning out of it. Just feel the medicine. And the next thing that I do to process things is to really look at what stories or what part of me is this experience challenging? Is it challenging a story that I have about myself? Is it challenging something that I believe to be true? Just really noticing what exactly is challenging for you, because for everyone, an experience might bring up different things. So you might have one person going through a similar experience to the next one, but their experience of the experience is entirely different because they have a whole different history of who they are and who they've become and everything. So, really feeling into and noticing, this is painful, this is challenging. Why? What am I making this mean? What am I telling myself is the truth here in this experience? and really going into that. For an example, to give a framework of where I'm going with all of this, maybe you've had in your past or currently, you're going through some financial struggles and you might be feeling really overwhelmed. You're not really sure how you're going to get through this. Maybe it's new for you, or maybe you've been here before and the fear is coming up of, oh my gosh, here we go again. And you feel limited in what you can spend on, and you might feel very strong feelings of fear. It can go really deep. If you just look at it at surface level, I'm feeling overwhelmed that I'm having trouble paying my bills this month. But if you look at it deeper, what is this fear telling me? What is it trying to teach me or protect me from? Because usually the feelings are trying to protect us from something. If you go into the fear and close your eyes and sit with the fear and ask it, what are you trying to protect me from? And then just be quiet without trying to get an answer. And you might be surprised at what it brings up. I've done this before, and it's gone as deep as I'm afraid that I'll be homeless, and I'm afraid that I'll be broke, and I'm afraid that because of all that, life will be too much, and life won't even be worth living. And do I really believe that? No, I don't think life won't be worth living if things get to be that bad. However, there's a little part inside of me that the fear causes to go into that. It's subconscious. So if someone asks you to your face, what are you afraid of? You probably won't go that deep. But subconsciously, that fear is really strong inside of you. So you experience this challenging event, you have an unexpected bill, something changes. And now you have to figure out what's next. And you immediately just freak out. But what if you felt the feeling? You feel the fear. You feel all of it. You feel the overwhelm. You feel the hopelessness. You feel all of it. And then you dance it out. Put on some high vibe music with affirmation and words of abundance. Change your state and then go into all of it. What is this fear trying to teach me? What is the story that I believe to be true? My story is I don't have enough. I will lose everything. I don't know how to get out of this. Life is not worth living. All of that. And it's like, oh my gosh. Now at least we know what's going on underneath the surface. Now we know why all these feelings are here. So we can either stay the same person and just continue on. We are afraid of all these things and we make these things to be true because our thoughts create our reality. So we decide this is the truth for me. And then we just continue with our day. Watch Netflix, go out with friends, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and yeah, we don't feel the same because the fear is not going to be there as a constant all the time, 24/7. But we didn't really change anything. We got some awareness, but we still accept it to be true, all these stories. Or we can go to the next level. We felt the feelings in our body physically. We shifted our state by moving through things. Then we learned the stories that the challenge or feelings are telling us. And now it's unraveling that story and giving new meaning and taking lessons out of this pain and challenge, taking the medicine for real. I'm going through this experience. It's extremely painful. It's extremely challenging. How can I use this to my benefit? How can I take the medicine and take all that I can out of it? It's bitter, it's uncomfortable, but how can I expand myself in this situation? How can I grow? For me personally, someone who has gone through the scenario that I've explained just now, I realize in this situation, I am making it sound as if I am the one in control of everything. I like running my show. I like taking charge. And so in a scenario of fear, there's a lot of loss of control and you feel like things are out of your hands. What I chose to do in this situation was realize that I don't trust enough in the universe's plan for me. I don't trust that I will be okay. And that's why I'm getting so afraid, because if I did trust, then I would know everything will be fine. But the fact that I am freaking out means that I don't trust enough. And here is an opportunity for me to let go, to surrender, and realize I can let go of the steering wheel here. I don't have to hold on so tight. What this experience has taught me when I chose to go deeper is that there's room for me to let go. There's room for me to trust. Because when I'm freaking out and afraid, that's a sign that I feel like I am the one in control. When I went into it, what lessons can I take? And it will be different for everyone. And maybe it might be similar in some ways for you in a similar situation. But if I didn't choose to go deeper into this, I would just be the same person. But because I went into all of this, now I have things to work through and I can work on trusting more and surrendering more, which I have been doing. And that just allows me to see everything in life differently, because then it's not only with financial situations, but literally anything in life that might be challenging, I can choose to surrender. And I trust that everything is working out for me and everything is exactly as it needs to be for me to become the greatest person I can be in this lifetime. And all the puzzle pieces are clicking together and path is unfolding and everything is falling into place. So the more you strengthen that trust and surrender, that goes into all parts of your life. So now something that might have only been fear about finances suddenly becomes an expansion into everything. So that's what I mean with seeing pain as medicine. Take that damn medicine, take it and use every part of it that you can. Because if you're going through the experience and it's painful, you may as well get the most out of it, right? As weird as that sounds, like get the most out of it and don't let it go to waste. Don't let it just be a painful experience that you went through or painful emotions that you felt. Let it be more than that and let it make a difference. We get to choose, because every experience we go through will definitely change us. And it might change you for the better and it might change you for the worse. It might just be some really painful experience that throws you 10 steps backwards. And that is okay too. And sometimes that's all we can do. Sometimes it feels like too much and we can't do all of this. And I totally have been there and I get that. But if you can choose to allow your pain and your challenges to expand you into a higher level of being, almost like in a video game where you're on level 1 and then you move to level 2 and your little character is now on a new level. That's literally what's happening. And you can allow the experiences to push you on to the next level, or you can stay on the same level. Neither is wrong, but when you do grow and expand, everything gets so much better. I know if this is the first time you've heard of this kind of processing or mindset, it might sound a little hard to wrap your mind around. I suggest that you sit with it, maybe listen to this again to see how you can apply this in your life. Because I'm telling you, this mindset has been life-changing for me. It has shifted me from being a victim into a creator. It has shifted me from allowing life to happen to me. And now instead, life is still happening, but it's happening for me. And every single part of all the difficult experiences that I go through, that I've gone through, and I am currently going through, it's all expanding me and it feels so good. There's nothing better and more joyful to me than looking back at a past version of myself and how she used to process things. And then I look at myself today and I am so proud of who I am today. And this new person I am is literally the best ever. So I really encourage you to try this and see if it makes any difference, if it makes any sense for you. Again, it's feeling the physical part of the pain, allowing it to move through you, allowing it to be in you without chasing it away, and then seeing what stories do you have around it? What do you make to be true in this scenario? And if you really sit with the emotion and the pain, really go into the real story of what do you believe to be true about yourself and about life, and then challenging that story and unraveling that story and seeing if there's a new story that's more true for you now, and really take the damn medicine. Take the bitterness, take the pain, take the challenges, and let it expand you. Let it move you. Let it break you open and let it push you to your next level. That's what I want to leave you with. And we'll see the new level of you next time.